Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel officially. This is going to be my first video. I'm going to do the book newbie tag because this is going to be a mainly Bookstagram account, but there will be a mix of other things as well. But I am making a dessert for Thanksgiving today, so I figured I would just answer the newbie book tag questions while I bake. So let's bake. Okay. The first question is, why did you start this channel? I have loved YouTube for so long. That is like my TV show. That is what I watch every night just when I'm trying to wind down. And specifically Booktube, because I just love book content. I just absolutely love YouTube, and I love books, and I love getting recommendations and watching reading vlogs, and I just love everything about the community, so I wanted to join it. I'm on Bookstagram and Book Talk already for a couple months now, but I am new to the YouTube world, so super excited. I hope you like my content, stick around, comment, just interact with me. I would love to meet new people. I think it is just so fun. So that is why I started this channel. The next is, what fun, unique things can I bring to Booktube? I am very lucky. I live in Georgia, but I'm very lucky that I go to Florida very often. So a lot of my content is going to be like beachy content, which I'm very excited about. So that is one kind of unique, I guess, aspect. I just do a lot of like beach reads, beach content, sitting on the beach. Absolutely love it. I also have two very cute mini golden doodles, which I'll try to get in here in a minute. They will definitely be part of every video that I film. They're all up in my business all day, every day. They want to know everything that's going on. So that's a little cute spin. They're really good, really sweet. Cooper is the oldest. He's 3. He's a mini golden doodle. He's 33 pounds. And then Ollie is actually his nephew, like truly his nephew. And he is 1 year old, and he's about 17 pounds. So he's kind of more mini, I guess. Cooper would be like small, and he's more mini, but they are just precious. So they will be in my vlogs often. This is Cooper. He's the big boy. He is 3, and he's very heavy. But this is Cooper. This is my soul dog. He is my heart, which I love Ollie too, of course. Like, he's the baby. He's the wild child, the one that's always in trouble. Oh, here he is. Ollie, come here. Come here. Okay, here's Ollie. This is the wild child. This is the one that's always in trouble. He beats up his brother and picks on him. He's just wants love and attention all the time, and Cooper's more of the, like, he can kind of do his own thing. Ollie needs attention often. But that's the babies. Okay. Question 3. What are you most excited for? I would call myself a creative person, but I don't really get to do much that is creative very often. I work in insurance, so my like day-to-day work life is just very boring. I do reporting, numbers all day, so it's kind of fun to get to do something that's more creative, and I get to just, I don't know, just kind of make it my own. I think that's like really fun and exciting. Okay. What do you love most about reading? Oh, reading has been something that I have been obsessed with my entire life. When I was little, my mom would read to me, like, I'm talking little. She would always read to me. And then when I got old enough to not read, but just kind of talk, we have videos, like home videos of me holding books up and just talking. And I'm not like saying anything that the book says, but just I thought I was reading. I was doing my version of reading at 3, 4. And then I got old enough to actually read books, and like in school, they encourage you with the AR points and everything. And I just fell in love with it. I loved reading. I loved, like, not as a kid, it wasn't escaping reality. That's kind of more now. I love the fantasy books and the sci-fi and the mystery thrillers that kind of take me out of the like everyday mundane things. I just enjoy getting lost in another world. But for then, I guess it was just more about, I don't know, just experiencing cute little stories, because it was books like Hank the Cowdog. I don't know if anybody's even heard of that. It was a whole series, and it was so cute. And he lived on a farm, and he was like in charge of keeping everything smooth on the farm. It was just so cute. And then like the Magic Treehouse books, the Hardy Boys. I liked all those kind of books, like short little chapter books. I did not read Harry Potter like most kids my age. I'm 33, so most people, millennials, read that as a kid. I didn't. I read that when I was in my 20s. So I wasn't like the Harry Potter girl, but then once I got old enough, I did kind of get into like the Twilight, Hunger Games, Divergent, love those books. But I just like experiencing things that I'll never experience. Riding a dragon, I'm never going to do that. I wish I could do that. Well, do I? Not really. But I just think that's so fun to get to like experience things that you'll never do and you'll never see in real life. So that's my answer. What book got you into reading? Well, Hank the Cowdog was like the main book or series. And then I did really get into Twilight once I was old enough to read Twilight. That was like my I am a reader. Like when I was younger, it was like we went to school and they made you read books over the summer and you had to get AR points. And it was like, okay, yeah, I'm reading these books, but like hurry up and then do a book report and then it's done. Twilight was like, I am a reader. I need all of them. I need more books like this. I absolutely fell in love. So that's like my nostalgia read. Like I love Twilight. I will always love Twilight. It's my go-to like annual reread. I reread at least the first book. I don't like New Moon. I am an Edward girl through and through. So New Moon doesn't really do it for me. But I reread Twilight almost every year. Absolutely love it. A question for my favorite booktubers. Ooh, that's a good one. Probably like what their favorite content is to film, and then like where they get their inspiration, because I feel like so many things are overdone, and then you come across a booktuber that's doing something that you're like, wow, okay, I've not seen anybody do this. Like it's so unique, and I just wonder where they get these ideas from. And like, how do you edit your videos to look so good? Because that is something that I am learning, like especially with shorts. So this is my first long form like talking content on YouTube, but I've also done a bunch of shorts and stuff. And editing, I've been using CapCut, but I don't know if that's like, am I doing the right thing? Am I like making it harder for myself by using that app? And there's another app. I'd like to keep it free. But anyway, just kind of questions about like, how do you do these things? And then how do you come up with such like creative ideas? Because they are doing some really cool stuff. I love Booktube. The whole world is just so cool to me. What challenges do you think you'll face? Editing. Editing. I don't know how. I don't know what I'm doing. CapCut is very user-friendly. It definitely does like make sense what they're saying to do. You go in, you just kind of like snip, snip, get rid of the things that you don't want. So it is like user friendly, but long form content like this, ugh, I don't know. I'm nervous about that aspect because I want the videos to look good. I want it to be clean. I don't want, you know, throughout, or I'm just kind of standing there because I get very ADD sometimes and I just will squirrel and I'll just be in another room. So it's going to be fun editing those moments out when I do just walk off camera and just go do something else. So, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out as I go. I'm confident in that. When did you start reading? I kind of just, touched on that. My mom read to me when I was a kid, and then just getting into it when I was younger. School kind of like made you read, and for some kids that was horrible. I remember like the boys, they were like, oh, I hate reading. This is so awful. This book was so boring. And I was like, oh, yay, we get another book. Like, this is so exciting. So I've been reading forever, but, Twilight was like I'm a reader now. Where do you like to read? Oh, the beach. If I can be at the beach or just outside, that's where I want to be. I love to read outside. I feel like I read faster outside. I don't know, when I'm inside, even if it's in like a cozy spot with no distractions, my phone's not right there, I just get bored. I guess that's the best word for it. And when I'm outside, it just feels like I don't know, this sounds so crazy, but especially like fantasy books, and I read a lot of fantasy romance, I like books like that. It feels like I'm in the spot because I can like see trees around me and like the water, and they're talking about stuff, and I just feel like it's more immersive, and I don't know, I just enjoy that more. So the beach for sure, but then just outside. If I can be just outside, like by the pool, in the pool, summer reading is the best for me. But if I have to be inside, I want it to be like such a cozy, like right now the Christmas tree is lit. It's like cozy in there. I have candles. I have to have like a little special drink. That's like the vibe if I'm going to be inside, to be the most productive and actually read my book and not get distracted. Okay, we are down to the last question. What kind of books do you like to read? I'm not going to say everything. Mostly fantasy romance, mystery thriller, sci-fi. Those are like my main ones. I like memoirs, self-help books, biographies, I like things like that sometimes. I like Christian fiction, but primarily I'm reading like fantasy romance, and romance. Those are like my top two. But then I love a good mystery thriller. Frida McFadden, every book she writes is just so good. I mean, I eat it up. They're short, they're quick, they're usually on KU. Love them. So those, I try to have like one or two of those in a month. I read like 10-ish, 8 to 10 books a month normally. So I definitely like to throw some mystery thrillers in there. And I love sci-fi if done right. Project Hail Mary was so good. And I know that's like such a popular book, but I absolutely love that. Dungeon Crawler Carl, I guess, is sci-fi. I mean, I think that's considered sci-fi. Love that series. So those are like my top series, but if it's a good book, I don't really care what it is. I'll pick it up and I'll try it. So that is everything. That's my newbie book tag. So welcome to my channel. Come back for more. This is the first video, I think this is the first video that I'm going to do for Bookmas. So if so, happy Bookmas. I'm going to be doing 12 days in a row, hopefully. We'll see. This is a hard launch. But yeah, happy Bookmas. And stick around for more. There will be more starting tomorrow. Okay, bye.